Do not be deceived. Walking with God requires patience, great patience, great patience, great patience. You read how in Daniel chapter 3 from verse 16 to 28, how that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were going to be thrown into the fire. You would have thought, oh well, since they've been professing Jesus, at the point where they're going to be thrown into fire, Jesus will just show up. But he didn't. He waited till they were thrown in, and he became the fourth man in the fire. It's then, as I said, when you pass through water, it will not overflow you. When you go through fire, he will not let it kindle upon you. But it doesn't mean you won't get into water nor walk through the fire. You will. You want to walk with God, it requires patience. And God will not just use you because he came professing Jesus. No. It's there in Psalm 66 from verse 10 to 12. It says, thou hast tried us. You laid affliction upon our loins. You caused men to ride upon us, upon our heads. At the end of the day, he said it was to bring us into our wealthy place. You want God to use you, you must be ready to stay, and you must be ready to be tried. God will test you. He won't tempt you, but he will test you. In testing you, he will allow the tempter to tempt you. But he will make sure that you are not tempted above measures. It's why it's there in Corinthians. It says, but with every temptation, God makes a way, makes an escape route. And you will not be faced with temptation above what you can handle. God, he will test you. He's the King of Kings trying to use you. He will test you and ensure that you are a tried stone. You are a sure stone that he can use. So that when he sends you to a city, he can say, I have a man in that city. And there you are complaining. Go read Psalm 66 verse 10. God will lead you. Is there Psalms 80 verse 1. He says, give ears, O shepherd, thou that leadest Joseph like a flock. God leads his own like a flock. He leads you, he holds you and says, shine forth. Shine forth, thou that dwellest in the midst of the cherubims. If God leads you, if he holds your hand in your life, he will definitely shine forth. You stay. Stay with him. Do not let your strength fail. Don't fail. It's there in Proverbs chapter 24 verse 10. It says, if you fail in the day of adversity, say your strength is small. And in all truths, I'll tell you, all our strengths are small. It's why we need the grace of God. It's why we stay. And when I'm speaking, as some say, I cry. I cry. Right there in my altar, I laid down, I cried. Oh God, this is me. Eshe, you want to serve him, stay. He will test you. Be patient.